What is going on YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub and I'm back with another video. And today I want to talk to you about a few different fasting protocols. I want to talk about the 16 and 8, the warrior diet, and OMAD, and I'm going to tell you which one's right for you. And I'm going to do it right after this. What is going on? My name is C-Dub, and if you're new to my channel, I lost 125 pounds eating just one meal a day. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I'm going to help you with tips and tricks and information about intermittent fasting and OMAD, and I'm going to help you on your weight loss journey. I hope you subscribe to this channel and become a weight loss warrior. And for all my weight loss warriors, much love to each and every one of you. I appreciate you subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for helping this community grow so that I can help other people. So today is a crazy topic because all the time we assume that our fasting method is the best fasting method. And there's some debate as to which one is the best. And I think all of them hold weight. So it really gets difficult for you as somebody that's just stumbled across intermittent fasting to say, well, which protocol kind of fits me best? And just for a little bit of a disclaimer, I'm not going to talk about alternate day fasting or the 5-2 today. I'm just going to talk about a standard 16 and 8, a standard warrior diet, and a standard OMAD. I'll kind of give you a little details on each one of them, and I'll tell you my thoughts on why you should, why you shouldn't, and kind of give you an idea of where I feel about each one. So when we're talking about the 16 and 8, what that basically means is you are going to not eat for 16 hours of the day, and you're going to intake no calories during that period of time, and then you are going to eat all of your calories in an 8-hour window. And so when we talk about that, in general, most people think that means that they can just eat from, let's say, 10 in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, non-stop, whatever they want, and they're going to lose weight. And obviously that isn't true. If that's the thought process and if that's what you think heading into intermittent fasting, you're sadly mistaken. On some level, calories are always going to matter and calories are always going to count. So you can overeat in an 8-hour window just as much as you can overeat with a window that's wide open. It just totally depends on how much intake you're taking. So it's much smarter to just have 2 meals in that period of time. You have one like a lunch and a dinner, or a breakfast and a lunch, and kind of just keep it in that 8-hour window. You can have a small snack in between if you really feel like you need to, but it's not necessarily something that I would totally recommend. So who would do this? Why is this method a good method of intermittent fasting? Well, it's not really going to get you much into autophagy, but it can switch you over into where your body is burning some body fat for fuel. And what do I mean when I say that? It takes about 8 to 12 hours, depending on the person, to burn through all of the glycogen that their body has stored after they've eaten. So whenever you've eaten your sugars that you've eaten, your carbohydrates, or your protein that isn't used in repairing muscle gets turned into glucose, and that glucose gets stored all through your muscles and in different parts of your body so that you can use it for energy. And once you've burnt through that period of food or that period of energy, you're able to switch over to burning body fat. And so 16 hours will get you about 4 hours on average of fat burning mode, which is what everybody hopes to get. So it gives you a little peak of burning fat every single day. Keep in mind that if you eat so much that your body can't get through that sugar, you will turn that sugar into fat and store the fat. And even though you switch to burn body fat, you'll just be burning old body fat and storing new body fat, and you're not going to be moving the scale the way you want it to move. So this is a great starting point and maintenance point for a lot of people. So in other words, if you're within 10 pounds of your goal weight, a 16 and 8 is an amazing way to get there. If you're maybe even 20 pounds within your goal weight, a 16 and 8 is a good starting point. It's a good way to lose a little bit of weight, to feel a little bit better, to give your body a little bit of a rest. And if you're not morbidly obese, a 16 and 8 can really help you maintain a positive weight. Keep in mind that most people gain roughly a pound a year after they turn 18 years old. So you're talking about piling on weight. A great way to not do that is to eat in that 16 and 8 frame and to keep your body weight down. Somebody that's never really struggled with an eating disorder or struggled with any kind of major overweight problems, the 16 and 8 is just a great method to get going, and it gives you a lot of other benefits that we don't even really need to get into on this show because I have plenty of other videos. You can just check them out. I'll have a couple on the 16 and 8 linked in the description, and you can get every benefit that it happens. But ultimately, I think it's for people that are closer to their target weight and that are maintaining their weight for long periods of time. And it can work well for people that are willing to lose weight a little bit slowly. So if you're morbidly obese and you're not really worried about crunchy numbers and you're not worried about hitting these massive amount of losses a week, a 16 and 8 will get you where you want to go over the course of time. And one last thought is it's also great for somebody that wants to use it as a gateway and a gateway to other fasting. So 16 and 8 can get you used to fasting, which can lead you to the warrior, to the OMAD, prolonged fasting, and all other kinds. I would love to see a day where everybody eats in a 16 and 8 window at a minimum. That's where everybody starts. We'll see if that ever happens. So now that we've talked about the 16 and 8, we can move on to the warrior diet. Now, if you guys will remember several videos back, again, I'll link it in the description. I had a video ranking the top 5 intermittent fasting protocols. I think it was the top 5, but I had this diet as the #1 diet, which surprised a lot of people because I am an OMADer. I believe in OMAD. With that said, the warrior diet is very interesting to me because it is kind of, for me, a compromise between your 16 and 8 and your OMAD. So what the warrior does, and what I really like about it, is it allows you to take something that is very difficult for most people, and that's getting in enough calories in one sitting. And it allows you to spread it out over a 4-hour period of time. So you're able to eat a nice clean meal early on, and then 4 hours later you're able to eat a good solid meal, and you don't feel as stuffed as some people would complain about an OMAD. I think people that are getting into the weight loss program but have smaller stomachs really can benefit from a warrior diet. One of the main things that I absolutely love about the warrior diet is the fact that you're gonna most likely tap a little bit into autophagy, and you're gonna get an extra 4 hours of fat burning every single day, which to me are just greatly improved over a 16 and 8. And I don't think it's that unreasonable to go 20 hours without eating as opposed to 23 or 24 hours without eating. It gets a little bit more tricky. I think the warrior diet is able to handle a lot of those things, and it's able to navigate it in a way that's super beneficial, but maybe not as hard as some other fasting protocols. So ultimately, speaking, if you are set to have a goal, I think this is a great goal to get to. And if you end up carrying it farther than that, I think it's fine. But also, I think that people that do other fasting protocols that are a little bit more extreme, whether it be prolonged or whether it be OMAD, I think that it's good for those guys that may not want to stay in that range of the more extreme diet once they get into maintenance, and be able to control it with a little bit more wiggle room with their food, which I think is huge. And I think that that's something that we should all take into consideration. These are the reasons why I really truly like the warrior diet. Last but obviously not least is eating 1 meal a day, or OMAD. And you know that's what your boy does. Now, why do I think OMAD is superior to all the rest? Is obviously because it burns body fat. It burns body fat longer. And being able to know that you're in fat burning mode another 3 or 4 hours from warrior diet is just huge. And sure, prolonged fasting is going to burn the most, but prolonged fasting is also, I think, more difficult than OMAD. Knowing that you get to eat once a day, I think is very helpful on the psyche. So I think those things are really good. But who is OMAD for? OMAD is for the people that are really heavy, that want to lose weight quick. OMAD is for the people that want to do things more extreme. OMAD is most importantly for the people that want the autophagy benefits. So if you are exercising during your OMAD window, you're most likely able to get a small amount of autophagy every single day, and that is huge. And then if you can add in 1 day of fasting a week, which I've talked about in other videos as well, adding in that 1 day of fasting a week steals a 48-hour fast and definitely puts you in autophagy. So you're able to get a little repair every single day as long as you're exercising in that window. And the reason that I say that is there's some studies that say that it's right about the 24-hour window that autophagy starts. But autophagy starts faster if you're exercising, spending some time in extreme heat or cold. Any of those kind of things, and adding both of them. So if you exercise for an hour, sit a half an hour in a sauna, you're going to push your body farther into autophagy faster, and you can sneak a little bit of that in almost every single day. And even if you're only working out a few days a week, a few days of autophagy is huge. Autophagy can eat the plaque in your brains, it can eat the plaque in your heart, it can eat the fat off of your liver. It does so many wonderful things for you, including recycling your cells and even reusing cells and getting rid of cells and using cells for fuel. It does all kinds of cool things, and that is why I would say OMAD might be right for you. If you want to get some of those benefits, I think it's a fantastic thing. Now, I also want to say that there are other types of fasting, like prolonged fasting, but prolonged fasting, I chose not to do it in this video because I feel like prolonged fasting is more for weight loss or autophagy, but you can't do it for long periods of time or for the rest of your life, when you absolutely can do OMAD, the Warrior Diet, or the 16 and 8 the rest of your life, and then alternate day in the 5-2. I just didn't feel like they fit quite in here with this, because I think they're unique in their own ways and they deserve their own coverage in a different kind of topic. But I do also want to mention that if you are doing any one of these, that you can easily move between different ones to see which one you like. You can do a 16 and 8, then the next day do a OMAD, and the next day do a Warrior, and you can mix and match them however you want. So there's always ways of manipulating these fasting protocols to fit exactly what it is you want to do. You don't have to do what I did, and you don't have to do what the guy next to you does or the girl next to them does. You have to do what's working for you, and in order to figure that out, you have to play with it a little bit, find out what is working, and then continue to do that, and continue to reinvent it as you go to make sure that fasting lifestyle fits your needs exactly. And remember that no matter what anyone else says, you know yourself better than anybody, and you know whether it's working. So trust your gut, do the things you need to do. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know you're going to see it hit right here is my face. I want you to click on it and subscribe to my channel because it's free, and the tips and tricks that I'm going to provide for you are priceless. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that if you are doing one of the protocols, you tell me which one you're doing down below. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Stay on my videos, please. Peace.